When driving a front-wheel drive road car in Autotests or Motorkhanas, you use the handbrake to lock the rear wheels whilst keeping the power on to make the car do sharp 180 degree or 360 degree J-turns. With a front-wheel drive special, you dispense with the rear cable handbrake and split the brake hydraulic system in two. One pedal for the front brakes, one pedal for the rears. Complete hands-free braking. With a manual front-wheel drive special having a clutch pedal, that means you end up with 4 pedals. Way too many, and it's too easy to hit the wrong one by mistake. This is why an automatic makes a better front-wheel drive special, as far as I'm concerned. 3 pedals, that's enough for me. There are 4 layouts of brake pedals and master cylinders. Top pivot with the master cylinders either in front of the pedals or behind, and floor pivot with the master cylinders either in front or behind. Top pivot pedals with the master cylinder in front, usually in the engine bay on the other side of the firewall to the driver, are what are used in most road cars. The problem with using brake pedal setups in most road cars in a super lightweight special like I am building is that they are power boosted. Vacuum assisted brakes on a lightweight special like this one I'm building would be uncontrollable, they'd have no feel and lock up all the time. It is possible to adapt the brake master cylinder off a power boosted system to use on a race car once the power booster is removed. But here's a red line secret. It's far easier to use a clutch master cylinder for your braking. This is a part I always keep when I dismantle a car, so I had 3 or 4 of these in my spare parts bin ready to go. In this case, I can't use top pivot brake pedals with the master cylinder in front of the firewall because I don't have room with my petrol tank here. Although I've got room to put the fuel tank in the rear, I don't want it in this location because the violent J-turns I will be doing would create horrendous fuel surge in that tank. My central steering shaft geometry means that fitting top pivoting pedals would be a real pain. But if I fit floor pivot pedals, their master cylinder can go through my firewall and under that petrol tank and into this large tunnel space. I found floor pivoting brake pedals on eBay, new and exactly what I wanted. Look at the price, and that's without the matching master cylinders. However, one eBay ad included detailed drawings in its illustrations, which will help me build these spare pedals and clutch master cylinders into my own setup. Finished tacking together the space frame for my Motorkhana special and 90% of its brackets. So now I need to lift it up and over the transmission and the engine, get it off the build table so I can roll it around on the floor and fully weld all the joints.